Hey guys, it's Ed again. And as you can tell, we're down cellar. And what are we working on? Well, guess what? Yeah, we have chucked that freaking piston, yeah, in the old Harbor Junk lathe. And we're going to give it a whirl. Yeah, I've been working on some tooling here. I don't have quite the right hook, I think is what I need, but I don't have it. But I got this one, which is broke, and I spun it around so it was sharp, I think, ish. And I'm hoping to hell that this is going to work. Otherwise, we're going to destroy this piston. But I think we're going to be okay. We're going to give her a spin. I had to reverse my jaws, go to the external grab. I put some tape on this to hopefully not nick up the piston too bad. But it's the best we can do with what we got. So we're going to go real light, real easy, and hope for the best. So we'll see what happens. I think we're going to skim this skirt out quite a bit. Hopefully it'll be enough. We'll see. Okay guys, I got you guys jacked up in some weird position, but I don't know. We're going to see what happens here. So let me just kind of spin this by hand, making sure we're clear. Give her another good tightening. Comes out, we're screwed. We don't want to be screwed. I don't want to dig up the piston too bad. Okay. Yeah. Contact. Well, we're making stuff. I got to get a light in here a little better. Quite a ways. Well, let's turn this out a skosh. You guys see anything with my light in there? Some material. I'm going to leave it in there and just take a quick look and see. Yeah, I don't look too bad actually. I got a little close to the bottom of the wrist thing, but I've taken out some meat. That's for sure. I don't know if I want to take out a little more while I'm here. I'm thinking maybe we will. I mean, I've removed a lot of material. What do you guys think? Leave it well enough alone? I've already notched this out, so I can always take out more. I can't put it back. So let's leave it alone. Okay. I think that's the plan of attack. Okay, let me hang this back up. We'll show you what we got. I did get into that little thing a little bit there. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but I did get a little bit more on this one. Just barely touched that one. So it probably wasn't chucked up completely, you know, 90 degrees. I'll be honest with you, I did cheat, and I did try this without the rings, and we had success. So now that the rings are on it, that may change the tolerances slightly, but let's find out if we can get the jug back on it. And I oiled up the things here a little bit, rings and stuff. Put a little Earl down in here. Get that. Everything's cold down here today. Got a big snowstorm coming. So, you guys see anything? Probably not. Let's get our little doodinky tool here. And see, clean some of the crap out of this thing. What the hell is that? I don't know. It was red plastic. It's not this thing, so let's get this in here. Let's make sure. I think we got them. Drop this piston on. Okay, good. You guys can see. Ish. Ish is the word. Cleared one ring. Cleared two rings. Okay, tool out. If I can get it out of here. I should have spun it around and put it on the other way. That would have been the smart thing to do. But, you know, I'm never smart. Just smart ass, baby. Okay, I got the gasket in there. Piston is fighting me a little bit here. Okay, there she goes. Okay, that feels like I'm seated. The gasket is in. Okay. I did not tighten it down because, well, you know, we've only had this together a dozen times. I'm spinning it around. Oh, I think we're okay. I'm not feeling anything funky going on. The piston is clearing. I have no idea how many thousandths I removed, but I definitely removed some. You saw, I logged right into her good, because I wasn't going to take it back in there if I didn't have to. So, well, I think we got a piston, so we'll be putting this back together probably here in a little bit. But I'm down here this, it's Friday night, and it's about supper time. So I'm going to go eat supper and relish in my sort of win. Very frustrating that we had to do that with a brand new part, though. It's sad. I want to thank Leon for shouting me out in his last video. He knew I was having issues. He's been helping me with this. So, again, he's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this crap. And anyway, guys, I'm going to dinner, but you guys will be back in just a second. Peek, like that. Head's all snug. Let's stare at this. I almost want to maybe get some lacquer thinner over here. Maybe clean up some of this oil. But I did put the new seal in. I can't recall if I made video of that in the last one or not. I might have. I made a tool that has, if you guys can see, just a little bit of a shelf on it. And just to make sure that when I set that in there, it goes right in, boom, done. And it's got a hole in it, so it would slide over the crank, you guys can see. So yeah, you would have to add, this is what I had. So if the real tool that I saw Leon posted was much longer, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and this was the chunk of metal that I had that was about the right thing, so I'm just gonna go with it and painting it red. You know me, I paint everything that I need to keep. So yeah, so I want to thank Leon again as we're speaking about him. stuff falling over. Shouting out my homemade puller tool. I'd like to make a new version that isn't quite as ugly, but you know what, if ugly works, kind of like, you know, girlfriends in school. You guys can elaborate on that. So anyway, yeah, so these wires are smoked. They are in awful shape. So I'm going to go out and see what I can find for wires, and these clips are really tiny, so I'm going to have to see what I can do. It looks like it's just these two that are really smoked. We'll see what I can come up with. I have dissected the cover, and I have got to the culprit of messy wires here that are broke, and I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to fix this mess. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to clip the wires off, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch seems to be broke here, wherever they're broke. Get the crap out of the way, and then what we're going to do is we're going to splice in and solder new wire. Then we're going to heat shrink tube it and hope for the best. That's kind of the plan. So let's see how that goes. If you guys can see her here, I'm just knocking this stuff off. Okay, there we go. I got a lot there to work with. So, and I'm going to try to give it a little haircut down around the base here, just because I know I got to get that shrink tube up in there. Because I think what we're going to try to do is do the old slip and solder. We'll see how that works. I'm just going to hack off a piece of this to give me something a little smaller to work with. So the slip and solder slip and solder technique is, all I'm doing here is I'm rolling this wire open. So I've got, you know, a lot of the strands kind of loose and stuck out there. I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this braided wire here. Get everybody kind of loose and spread around. And then I'm going to put the two together. Just kind of twist everybody together. So maybe it'll hold. Now we need a soldering iron. So as you guys know, I always have the highest of, you know, current technology. I picked this one up at a yard sale. That's got some beef to it. It's a nice old machine. Nice old Weller. So, $2. Look at that, here's a sticker. $2. People don't even know what they're getting rid of. That machine is older than hell. Probably, let's see if it works. I think I bought it with the intention that it might work. Lights don't want to work. That's okay. Does it get hot? Seems like I plugged it in and it did work. There we go. Now she's humming. Yup. Oh yeah. We're getting hot. The switch was a little stuck up. That's okay. So we're going to come in underneath. Trying to find a place to balance my hand. chasing this thing across the bench. Got some. There she goes. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that. We chased it around the bench. Okay, cool. So now we've got our heat shrink tube here. I don't think we need all this. We could probably cut that into thirds, maybe halves. Slide this on. Hopefully get it down past everything. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Can you guys see that? I'm pretty pleased with that. So we'll heat that up a little bit. Oh. Okay. That's fixed, I guess. What I'll probably end up doing is once I get all these 3 new wires put on here, I will end up putting some silicone, you know, down in here just to kind of seal everything up, but they are shrunk on there. So yeah, it's not pretty, but it's better. Of course, this middle wire here give me a little grief, but I think it's definitely better than it was. The ends are a little goofy, but if I have to, I put a little RTV on those. I'm going to put some RTV up in here and let this dry, so I want to get that going now. So this was the silicone of choice today, the Ultra Copper. Why did I choose that? Because, well, it's for exhausts and it's hot. Yeah, it's still plastic, guys. It's silicone. It's going to melt at like 350 degrees. So, but maybe this will be better. I doubt it. Plus I had it, so. Grab a goop of that. And we're going to just slam that right in here. All the way around. Well, at least you'll know I've been there. Nobody will question that. So there we go. We'll let that do its thing and dry up. We'll put that somewhere where it'll do its thing out of my way. So now what are we going to do? How about fuel line? So currently this machine has a newer, it looks to be a newer Tygon fuel line. Pretty big, actually, in my opinion. I just want to see the barb on the carburetor, if I can find that. There's the carb. It's always fun. Yeah, the barb is pretty good size on this. I'm hoping it'll fit. Might have to heat her up some. But I also noticed that there is no grommet in this tank. So I'm hoping that this size, because this fuel line here is basically the size of the hole going in there, and you can tell it's wiggling, it's loose. So as soon as you tip this off on the side, gas is going to pour right out of it. Okay, at least we got it bent. I mean, she's stiff. It is stiff. I'm trying to push it through and get it up out of there. Good. Whew, that was fun. So, yeah, this has got a big, huge filter on it too. I'm going to try pulling this through from this side. Yeah, see how that slid right through there? Shouldn't slide through there that easy. Just make sure that there wasn't another one in there. Somebody might have lost one and just left her for dead. How do I know that? Well, because I'd probably do it too. So, yeah, this thing is so stiff that it really probably needs another filter. But I don't have one. So, let's see if we can just cut this one off and reuse it. Can't even slice through this hose. It's so stiff. Okay. Better if we heated it up a wee bit. I just had my lighter. What did I do with it? Dropped it on the floor. Think it'll burst into flames? No. No such luck. Okay. That might help soften it up a skosh. Okay. We got it off. That's good. So we'll probably end up recycling this and using it again because that's what I got. But I did upgrade to that newer Tygon, but this is only an 1/8 inch Tygon. So I didn't know if I should go up to the bigger one because I got to try to put a grommet in this hole. Now grommets, Leon has a kit you can buy that has all the stuff. I don't have that kit, so we're going to make my own kit out of some stuff. That grommet there looks pretty good actually. So I just got a Harbor Freight junk kit. It goes through there okay. Fits just about right actually. What's the chances of me finagling? I probably should get the brake clean out again and try to clean that hole out. It's really thick, the wall where this isn't really quite as thick. So this would be a real son of a gun to get in there. I can only imagine. Best I could without getting too much crap in the fuel tank. I'm just trying to dry out the surface. The paint kind of took off with it. Okay, so we have to get this hard, it feels like hard plastic. Well, I've probably had these things for 10 years. And I'm trying to warm it up between my fingers and chewing on it. Yeah. Let's put a little oil on it. Put a little oil in the hole. Okay. Now the fun part. So I just put some oil on it. I'm not sure where I lost you guys, but I know I lost you. I'm going to try to shove this thing in here. I'm not even really sure how that's even going to work, but I'll give it a try. Okay guys, I've come up with a plan. My plan is I have a screw I went up to the hardware store here local and I bought a new grommet because this grommet seems to be more pliable than these ones that are like hard plastic. These are old. I mean these are really hard compared to that one. So I think it was 74 cents, whatever, local hardware store. So and now what I got is I got a long screw, machine screw with a crap ton of washers, and I got a washer on the back side, several washers actually, to really give a good pull on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this up inside this tank, if I can. I have to use a pair of pliers here to get it in. It's going this way. Okay. This is not easy to grab. I might have to get it with another pair of pliers. I'm not sure this is going to work, but this is what I've come up with. Okay, so we got this up through here. So that does fit 3/8. I have no idea if this plan is going to work. So let's see. What's this? 3/8. It's definitely smaller than 3/8. I have no idea what size that screw is. But we're putting a pull on it now. How far do we pull? I don't know. Till we pull the washer through, I guess. This wrench doesn't fit very well, just so you know. But, okay, now it's starting to spin the thing. Wish we had a better wrench. I got some weird sizes here. Is this metric? Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. I got a 10 millimeter. That's way too big. Yeah, too big. 11/32. Well, that fits pretty good. I'll use that. So now we got to get a pair of vice grips would be nice, but I don't have any down here. We'll clamp onto this bolt. Everything's wiggling. Maybe clamp it up a little higher. Okay. When do you stop? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to pull this grommet through. Hopefully, it'll pull through before it breaks the case. That's kind of the plan. I'm hoping I can feel it or something. I went a long ways. Should I check it? See what's going on? It shouldn't. The washer on the backside I think is bigger than the hole, so it should stop. I'm going to go look and see what's going on. Curiosity is killing me. If this actually works, I'll be amazed. Well, let's see how the grommet is definitely squished. So, well, that plan didn't work. So, anybody else got a better plan? I'll take it. If I poke it with a screwdriver, I'm just going to destroy it. I'm trying to think of what I could use. That won't work. I need something dull. Maybe I can donate one of these Harbor Freight screwdrivers to the cause. Okay, so I just flattened out a screwdriver here to make it so it's not so sharp. And trying to maybe just poke it in from this side. I know you guys can't see, but neither can I. I'm just trying to jam all of this. It almost kind of, sort of wants to go. It's almost sort of in there. Looks like crap. Didn't pull back out. I don't know. Not the best. Can we even get the fuel line in it? Yeah, we can. It's in. Will that hold fuel? I don't know. It's in there. It's not falling out. It might hold fuel. It's not the tightest thing, but it's in there. So we'll pull that through. I think it's better than what was in there. Okay. So let's see if we can jam this big thing on this fuel line. That should be fun. Let's put a little heat in it. See if that helps any. A little bit. Maybe a little more heat. I got it on there. Ain't pretty, but it's on there. So, okay. Drop that back down in the tank. It's got to go down in there. May have to pull a little more. I cut 12 inches of hose. I don't know, right, wrong, or indifferent, but it's in there. Still in here. Yeah, it's still in there. It's down towards the bottom of the tank. So let's get, let's look at the gasket here. So, yeah, this gasket actually looks pretty good. This red one. So I think we're going to go with that because, well, and we got to clean this out. This is gross. So let's get some of this crud out of here. Cleaned her up a little bit. So that's good. Like I said, we're going to go with the same old gasket. I think it's just fine. Should be good. Slip this back on here. Keep the sawdust out of it. It doesn't have to be airtight. Switch out to a different screwdriver because this one is not the best for the job. The two on the bottom will be fun. I'm just snugging them up a little bit. Got a little water down in here from giving her a bath. Dry that up. There we go. So we'll have to put these ones in probably by hand with a wrench. Where'd that little 11/16 wrench go? That probably fit. Well, maybe this 5/16 will. Oh, it's 5/16. These are fun, especially with the jet still in there. Okay, so gave that a quick bath, clean off some of the sawdust. Dry it off good. Okay. So good. That's pretty good. Now we need the plate that we glued together earlier. I probably should go give that a little blasting too here. Got some of that cleaned out of there. We're gonna try to pick some of this leftover plastic that was jammed down in here. This was left over from the wires. Get that picked out of there. Try to clean that out the best we can. So that's pretty good. Okay. The O-ring is still on here doing its thing, which is good. This one here has the new bushing, or not the new bushing, but the new double sealed O-ring put in it. So that should be good to go. So, look in here, there's a little bit of crud down in here I'd like to get out of here. At least scrape it out best I can. You know. Give it the best shot at cooling. So that looks pretty good. Make sure we get everything out of the O-ring channel here. So the O-ring will go back in. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. Let's drop this guy in here. Oh, I gotta take the nut off. Ain't gonna fit with a nut in a way. There it goes. That will square it up too, and then we can really confirm that everything is working good with the piston. So. Catching on something here. There she goes. There she goes. Yeah, crank seal looks good. Well worth buying the better crank seal, guys, I think. I probably should go put some Loctite on these. I think that's what we do. Got a little bit of red Loctite. Blue would probably be good, but we're going to use what I got. So there you go, guys. So we'll just put just a dab on there. Not much. That's good. Not going crazy. Then we're going to rotate this again because just pulling it down on the pins right now. It's got alignment pins that we have to kind of work down over. Okay. That's just snug. Not torqued. I'm going to get onto it with a socket if I can find one. But I want to make sure that we've got some rotation here without hitting anything. Come on. There she is. Yeah. Going up and down. I hear it making compression. So. Okay. But it's not stopping. That's good. Okay. So. Let's. I probably should have fought those wires in before I did that. This is what I got done. Didn't get as far as I wanted. I did get the wires tucked down in here. That's a real pain in the butt, especially with the tubing. And I was able to fix this wire. So that's where we're going to leave it for now, I guess. I wanted to get farther this weekend, but I didn't get too far. Especially with that fuel line issue. That was a real pain in the butt. But it's in there. It doesn't look great, but it's in there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Where are you guys? Here, I'll put myself up here so I'm on screen. There we go. Hey, thanks again for watching and subscribing. And hopefully you guys will come back, and maybe the next one will be a Will It Run video. I'm hoping. So, see you. Bye.